The only way to be truly free is to accept who you are and where you are at in this moment fully. Because if you are in conflict with yourself, being as you are in this moment right here and now, you will suffer. And then you will probably try to control everything that is around you so that you can avoid facing the part of yourself that is suffering. And as long as you avoid facing the part of yourself that is suffering when you are present right here and now, you will be constantly trying to adapt yourself or your surroundings so that you don't need to get in touch with this part of yourself. And this will keep you in a prison because you are more worried about controlling the external environment than allowing this part of yourself to be expressed. Because when you allow yourself to accept this part of yourself that you've been running away from, probably for quite some time now, when you stop and invite this part of yourself, like a close friend, you will come to realize that the only thing that made you suffer was your own judgment of this part of yourself. If you are in conflict with the present moment, there is a part of you that is judging the experience of life, and then you are denying life. And a lot of people are living like this. And it's draining them. And you don't need to be one of those people anymore. It is safe to drop the control. It is safe to be with yourself, with the part of yourself that is hurting, that is suffering. And the only reason it suffers is because you are judging it. You are judging your internal experience as something bad or wrong, and therefore you are experiencing this moment as a threat instead of something that is very freeing and beautiful, because the foundation of this present moment is just love and freedom and play, where you are allowed to just express your authentic being as you are. And what is blocking you from experiencing this is your own judgmental thoughts towards your internal experience. And the reason why it feels hard to be with this experience within yourself is because it wasn't allowed in the past by people close to you, especially your parents and loved ones and your teachers and kids at school. So let's say, for example, that whenever you felt anxious and you needed to be held, you were met with worry instead of safe arms. And therefore, you learned to suppress the part of yourself that felt this anxiety. So now you are grown up and you still have a hard time expressing this part that you have perceived to be anxious, because it wasn't allowed before in your life. And therefore you're denying that part now as well. And instead of it being your parents who judged it or didn't allow you to express it, now it is yourself, your internal mom and dad, who is judging this part of yourself. And as soon as you drop the judgment, you're left with the experience. And when you allow yourself to express the experience, it transforms into power, where you are free, where you can just be yourself because you have nothing to worry about anymore. You don't need to worry that you will not get the approval of others, because now you are giving yourself that approval, which will free you from your suffering. So whenever there is a part of yourself that you are scared to meet or avoid to face, that's an indication that you are judging yourself, your internal experience in this moment. And as soon as you drop the judgment and start to express the experience without labeling it as anything other than just the experience that you're in, you will free yourself and free that space within yourself so that you can be more of yourself, and where you are free to express yourself in the way that feels most authentic to you, because now there is nothing that is blocking you from being yourself. Where you are no longer searching for that external approval in order to feel good about yourself, or where you try to control your environments because you are afraid of facing this part of yourself that is triggered by the environment that you found yourself in. That is unnecessary. That is to live from the outside and in. That's to give your power away to your life situation, to the people that you care about. And you reclaim your power and your essence as soon as you live from the inside and out. That means accepting this moment as it is. If you feel triggered, drop the thoughts, be with the experience in itself. And when you express that experience in itself, it will transform itself into freedom, of being free from that internal drama that has been going on for so long in your life. Probably ever since you were a kid. Now you can free that energy and become free and live an abundant and beautiful and rich life, because you are all of that in your essence. You are the most magnetic, beautiful, and powerful being that will ever exist. And when you no longer hold yourself back from feeling something uncomfortable because you are judging it so hard, now instead you drop that judgment, express that experience, and realize that it's safe, that you can be all of yourself, that there is nothing on this earth that can prevent you from being yourself and speaking your truth. So that's the message for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and felt the fire behind my message today. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day.